Greetings, viewers. Thanks for joining me out in the front of the shop today. You saw me pick this up if you watched the Tundra tow video. Today I'm going to try to get this thing started. The guy assured me it was his daily before the frame broke on him. We drug this up on here. Actually went really smooth. Only caught on one thing and just had to jack the front of the trailer up a little to get beyond that. He put new brake lines on it, so he says it runs, drives, and stops. Just frames broke. I'm going to try to jack this up and weld something in place so that I can maybe drive it off of here and test this baby out. Just give me a minute to unstrap everything here. I'll be back. Well, look at that. I mean, just stand back and look at it. It went from complete and total disaster to only almost nearly a complete and total disaster already. This will be my first time in it because it was in a place where I couldn't get in it. Ooh, it smells like it's been set in a while. Power window, Chuck. I remember that because we couldn't get the windows down. Seat's nice. What we got here? 142. Damn, that's nothing. Set that to zeros. Man, it smells musty in here. He said it had a good battery in it. Looks like it's getting some mold around the radio area there. Oh, and the steering wheel's got some mold on it too. Alright, so serious cleanup with a funky rag that is laying on the floor. No need to not kick up a bunch of mold spores, right? Oh, great. Okay, how's it got in the glove box? Looks like the book is there. Maybe a couple other things. This was in the side of garage. It wasn't out in the weather. I'm kind of surprised it's looking so wet. I got it in neutral on the transfer case. Seatbelt's got a little mold on them. I need to put a battery in this and get the windows down on it. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I got a lot of extras, but it's certainly not the worst I've seen on the inside. The frame was terrible, is terrible. Underneath, Oswald. Oh my! Oh wow! Wow, what is holding the transmission up? Holy cow! Can you see that? I hope you can. This is going to be a parts truck for sure, but I am now even more so excited to try and make it move on its own with this much rust and crud on it. Let's pop that hood. All right, first observations, minimum on the brake fluid. 3-point slow. He says it runs and drives and goes just fine. Ooh, it's got a battery, it's just not hooked up. Been setting, I bet it needs a charge. Let's see. Power steering looks like full. Promising. Washer jug full. Coolant jug full. Wonder if the airbox is full of rodents, even though I didn't really smell any rodent stuff on the inside. Let's get a look at that. Oil. Oh man, be good, be good, be good. Holy crap, the oil looks good. And it says full. Okay. Wow. He said this thing ran great. So, looks like maybe it's been cared for. Let's go through over here and look. Oh, I put the thing in. I want to see if the windows will go down. Hey, got the annoying buzzer. Oh yeah, it's even auto. That one works. That one works. The cab has promise. Ain't gonna lie. Oh, he's got it. Okay, those lights. The mirrors broke off, but it's back there. Check engine light. 4-wheel drive. Not now. Brake. That's because, rear interlock, battery lights on. This Transfer case is in neutral. Is it gonna crank? Oh my gosh. Oh, it doesn't have a gas tank, dumbass. All right, let me, it's cranking. And yeah, I'm happy. So far, I'm gonna put the battery charger on it and we'll rig up a fuel system now. Okay, here's the pump I'm gonna use. This is clearly the feed line and this is clearly the return line. At least I think that's what it is. Sure looks like it. I'm gonna see if I can't hook this to here and this into my fuel tank. I believe these are my wires, my negative and positive. I'm going to go turn the key on real quick and see if those give me any juice. All right, the key is on. This one says negative and this one says positive, but that does not make it run. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Well, I really thought that would get it. Let me investigate that fuel pump fuse and make sure that's good. All right, excuse me, all you Toyota guys caught this before me, and I should have known because 22 REs, even though I haven't messed with many 3.0s. This is your mass airflow sensor here. I'm going to try to show you this without disconnecting everything. You see up under there, that little door right there? Hear me flipping it? As you push that, sorry, hit the wrong button there. Try to get that up in there. There, you can see it. See that little door in there? That's what you got to push. When you push on that, it's the same as it sucking in air. That's what trips the fuel injection breaker over here. So I'm going to go ahead and wire all that up, believing that I'm on the right track. Can hear the fuel pump running. Hold on a minute. Oswald, you're not helping, buddy. I just basically added a patch across the brake to hold it up and then put this between the bed mount and welded it up here to this brace to try and help support it. Same thing on the other side. Now when I got this going last time, I had massive fuel leaks. There was a rusty line under here, if you can believe it. I've changed that. I got the fuel system all hooked up, got the tank leaning down, pretty basic temporary fuel system. Got the proper return line in this time. Still just got the wires wrapped around on the fuel pump, but enough to get it where I can move it. I am going to go around here and make sure it's going to fire up again. I don't see there being an issue with that at this particular point. Let's just see what happens here. Going to have to get the fuel back up in the line, because I did have to drain it all. Look at that. Wow, it's idling high, isn't it? That's better. Got that throttle cable stretched really tight. I'm going to adjust that. Okay, well, there was some tension on the cruise cable making it run a little high. It's idling down a little bit, down to about 1500 now. It runs nice and clean, that's for sure. Getting no fuel leaks at the present time. I'm going to shut it down as I only got about a half a gallon left. It was actually starting to come down a little bit more. It has been setting and not running. I'm going to tighten up these, load up my trailer for wheeling tomorrow, and move some things around here in the shop. I've been starting to clean up after the Tacoma project. I just let my shop get a mess, and In rust we trust, the T100 project. I like that cab and interior, and the engine runs. It's a damn shame the frame is toast on this one. The frame is toast on that one. The frame is toast on this one. What will happen to the T100 project? Something, I guarantee it. For right now, I'm just going to see if I can't get it out in the yard and move it around. I'll be back to that in a minute. All right, viewers, as you can see, it's out of the shop. I did take it down the road and back. It does have brakes. I about ran out of gas as it was sloshing around, but it was performing just fine when it had some in it. I had to get out there once and resituate the line because it was trying to pull out, but that's not the point. It did not overheat. It had great oil pressure, is producing good voltage. Speedometer is not hooked up, so I don't know if that 142 is correct in any way, shape, or form, nor does it matter, but the engine runs well and clean, and the clutch is good, and the brakes are good. Yeah, I really don't know what to say is going to happen with this at all. I have big plans, of course, always. I can see 20 different ideas with it when I first get one. The body is not in bad shape on this. The frame is terrible. What will happen ultimately, I don't know, but I hope to have some fun with it before it gets all tore apart. Yeah, I don't know, not even gonna say right now, but I would like to see that single cab body hang around. I love a single cab and maybe a two bed, and I don't know. Anyway, just talking. Time to play with the dog. Time to load up the 3rd gen. Going wheeling tomorrow. Going to do some trail maintenance. Going to be a good time. So there'll be more on the T100, and I'll be back with it. For now, play with the dog, get back to the T100 in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go double check my fuel system. All right, so the pickup tube, I had to put a stick on it to keep it down in the fuel. Let's see if this makes any difference for us. That sounds a lot better already. There we go. Look at that. Oil pressure. Power steering works. It's charging. Oswald likes it. How awesome is that? Oh, wow. There was a huge fuel leak. Holy shitsky. Where was that even coming out from? Down there. Okay. Something funky with that mess right there. I'm on the right track. Wonder what this is that I tied into. Sure looked like part of the fuel system. All right. Let me see if I can't get that to stop. And yeah, make this run for, oh shit, it's leaking. What's it leaking up here? Looks like fuel also. Oh yeah, okay. So we're done test driving and running it for the moment. The fuel system is poor, but the engine did run. I don't want to catch it on fire. So for today, that's that. I'm gonna roll it off into the shop, find a place for it, make it happy. More to come. Thanks for joining Oswald and I out here today. Get that off of that so it ain't trying to 200 amp start that truck. All right, I'm pleased. Hang on, I'll end this thing here real quick. Okay, so aside from the horrendous fuel leak, I know that pump works. Can't figure out what I missed there. Unless one of those, like I say, is a return. This might have been the vent. I can figure that out. I can figure that fuel line out. I think I'm still going to try to get it to run while it's like this. This side over here underneath the cab isn't so bad. Underneath the frame isn't so bad. On this side, usually I find passenger side's worse because you run that passenger side wheel off in your in the snow and salt more, you know. Looks like I got a speaker box back there or something. That's all right. All right, so far, not too shabby. I am not disappointed at this point. I wish I could have drove it, but I appreciate you joining me out here to jack around with it for a little bit, see what it is. Got some new shocks on the back, not on the front. Okay, I am going to mess with this some, try to drive it around some. There'll be more installments on this. Yammer. Thanks for joining me and Oswald and Slim today. I do appreciate it. Please like if you like my show. Subscribe if you want to see more. Don't know what the fate of this thing's going to be, but there's definitely more coming on all fronts here. Well, he's just dying there. He made it. He's just dying to get up in there. Stacking up parts for the Tundra, stacking up parts for the 4Runner. Projects are moving on. Yeah, you can tell I do my show totally unplanned, and I'm just tired as hell right at this particular moment. So like, subscribe, please leave comments. I love those. Check the bells, sing a song, whistle, whatever you feel like doing. But if you would support my show, it really helps me continue to make content. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for joining me out here for the first step on the T100. What in the hell is going to happen to it? Appreciate y'all. Have a super great day. What are you finding in there, huh? What did you find? Oswald, what'd you find, good buddy?